Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this Hearthstone Knights of the Frozen Throne how to play video, I'm going to present my Nesoth Control Warrior. So there are not a lot of people playing Control Warrior right now, but nonetheless, with Knights of the Frozen Throne, Control Warrior is once again a viable deck, and it's also a lot of fun. So, taking a look at this Nesoth variant, obviously there's one prime win condition for the deck, which is Nesoth the Corruptor, which will then bring back all your Death Rattle minions. And for this particular build I have selected 6 Death Rattle minions for this deck. So there are 2 copies of Mountain Fire Armor, which can add some early pressure against control decks. It can also get some favorable trades typical against aggro decks because they don't want to trade into it, they don't want to give you that 6 armor. You also cannot trust in getting armor from this against aggro decks, but you can trust in getting some good trades. And then there's 2 copies of Direhorn Hatchling, which is a taunt minion, pretty good defensively, and it also shuffles the Direhorn Matriarch, a 6/9 taunt into your deck. And if you get 2 of these back from Nesoth, you can shuffle up to 4 more cards into your deck. That's pretty good. And then there's Bone Drake. Bone Drake is one of my favorite cards of the new expansion. It's such a good card, especially with the Dragon Pool currently in Standard. You're almost always getting some really good dragons from this card. And it's pretty big threat by itself as well. 6 mana 6/5, it's a dragon for potion doesn't kill it. So there's some good stuff going, and it gives you more dragons. And if you get 2 more of these back from Nesoth, you're getting 2 more dragons, so you get an overall 4 dragons. So there is a ton of value in this deck. Of course, you don't always get all of these back from Nesoth. When you play Nesoth, it depends a little. You can play Nesoth late, typically in some greedy control matchups, then you can try to get that full value. In faster matchups, you go for partial value. But there's a pretty powerful win condition right there for this deck. And in addition to the win condition, what else you need? Well, you need card draw and you need survivability. And there's the classic warrior card draw in this deck. There's 2 copies of Slam, 2 copies of Acolyte of Pain, and 2 copies of Shield Block. So those give you some card draw. Shield Block also gives you some survivability. There's Ally Armorsmiths for some additional survivability, more armor, more taunts, more surviving. And then there's a bunch of removal. There's Ravaging Wolf for Whirlwind effect, there's Blood Racer for Whirlwind effect, then there's Sleep with the Fishes to amplify that effect, there's Executes for hard removal, there's Double Brawl of course because this is a control type of build, so you can really deal with some whiteboards. And one of my favorite cards, King Mosh. King Mosh, I was really looking forward to this when Journey to Un'Goro came, but it didn't quite fulfill the expectations back then, but now it's really come to its own with the help of Blood Racer. So you can use Blood Racer, you can save 1 charge, then at 9 mana you can use that Blood Racer, get that Whirlwind effect, and slam down King Mosh for a board clear. Some really nice stuff there. There's also a couple of tech choices in this deck. There's Spellbreaker, because silence effects in the current meta are pretty good. Then there's Harrison Jones for some weapon removal. And then there's the Black Knight, because removing taunts and getting a swing while doing that is also really good. So those 3 are some clear tech slots in this deck. Overall a very fun, quite powerful deck, especially against Druid. This is, even though this deck is not running Skulking Geist, it's still pretty good against Druid with the swing turn from Nesoth, as you will see a little bit later when we go into the gameplay. So a lot of fun this deck. I highly recommend this if you're looking for that Control Warrior gameplay. Then it is possible again, especially with an Nesoth build like this. Okay, so if you enjoyed this content, please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more, and now let's go look at some gameplay with this deck. Alright, I'm up against the Druid, so Jade Druid maybe? Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, it's Jade. Boring. Oh well. Jades and Jades. That's the way it goes. So I can coin the Mountain Fire Armor. Or I can wait and then I could coin the Blood Razor next turn. If I coin the Blood Razor, what is it really going to let me do? I can kill a couple of Jades. If he has Jade Blossom here, I can take those down. Then my turn 4 is going to be the Mountain Fire Armor. I think that's alright. That's probably better than coining the Mountain Fire Armor down to this board, when I expect there to be a Jade Blossom, which means that he gets really good kill on the Mountain Fire Armor with those. So instead I can just coin the Blood Razor and I can get the kills on these. Which then maybe opens up some of the board for the Mountain Fire Armor. Let's say he plays Nourish now. Let's see one more ramp. That's pretty sweet. I think I'll take this down now. And play the Mountain Fire Armor. He could play a Jade Behemoth now if he happens to have one. That one I cannot really deal with. I have Warlock Slam, so I can deal with the Jade. But I can't deal with the 3/6 body of the Behemoth very well. That was an interesting move. Yeah, he's going to hit here so that I cannot take the value trade. That's fine. I'll just play the Direhorn Hatchling and hit him in the face instead. Because the Direhorn Hatchling contests this board now. Okay, well that gives me the 6 armor, so it's not all bad. And the Direhorn Hatchling still contests both of those moves. This was quite alright. That was quite alright indeed. I can play another Direhorn Hatchling. It's time to play another one. I really need the minion presence. I could have played Harrison Jones to get a little bit more attack on the board. This one should be fine as well. Okay, with the Fiery War Axe I can take down the Jade Behemoth. So I'll just go down to 3 health, but I guess that's alright. I can drop the Harrison Jones here. He already spent 1 swipe. He might have another swipe in hand. But if he doesn't have another swipe in hand, well, then just the Ultimate Infestation, yeah. Well, that does give him a bunch of cards. Well, I can slam Hit and Ravaging Ghoul. Not the greatest thing ever. Slam, Hit and Ravaging Ghoul. That's 5 mana. Then I can shield block. Is there something I can pick up from shield block that would change my mind on what I will play? No, not really. I guess I can play an Acolyte of Pain. I don't have to play shield block yet. To draw more cards, because he has a lot of cards. I want to get some of those cards too. Those cards are fun. And this potentially enables some activators for a King Mosh next turn with 2 minions on the board. Primordial Drake lined up really nicely here. Arcane Meads, hi. So I have 2 hatchlings and a Mountain Fire Armor in Nessoth. Haven't found the Bone Drakes yet. I really wanted to find the Bone Drakes. I think I need to look for something with the shield blocks now. Well, that's pretty much what I was looking for. That should be fine. Okay. You can still go infinite with the Jade, so I would need to find a way to... I would need to find a way to turn this around, to get a swing turn. And I don't have the necessary value in the Assault yet, because I haven't found any of the Bone Drakes. Getting 3 minions from the Assault, he has spent 1 swipe. That's not enough yet. Innervating another Jade Behemoth, I guess. Yeah, that really looked like that. Do I just have to play the Nassoth already? But how do I win the game if I play the Nassoth now? I could hit here first and then roll. I want to find a whirlwind effect to activate King Mosh. Now I hope that I will get something that I can kill with the Vorax. I do. So now I can kill this one with the Vorax. Then I can shield block to draw more cards. I need to find those Bone Drakes. I need to try to set up the Bone Drakes for an Assault turn. And I need to find another Whirlwind effect to activate King Mosh. Those are like the things I'm really looking for here. He's going to go Fandral into Jade Idols pretty soon. Why would you draw already? Fandral into double. Oh, hi. Interesting. Well, I guess I silence the Aya and kill it, and then play the Bone Drake too. That looks like a play to me. I don't want to let him get up to 7/7s yet. Let's kill that one and play Bone Drake. I need to get more value from the Nassoth for a swing. He still has another Ultimate Infestation remaining. He still has another Jade Spirit remaining. Tough times. And I haven't found the second Blood Razor. He wants to out-tempo me. That is interesting. So I could slam and execute down the 7/7. I need to slam here. And I need to execute this. Then I can kill this one. And I could kill this one if I like. But that would open up a good swipe. Opening up the swipe is a little bit annoying, because I know he has a swipe remaining.
Now, I must choose.
Die, mage.
I probably still need to. Six. Does he have another 10? He might. I guess I have to play the Darkhold Matriarch over playing Bone Drake. Swiping the Bone Drake doesn't let him get through the Daihon Matriarch at least. He can't really play an Ultimate Infestation here. Okay, I guess it's going to be the poisonous minions, right? Almost has to be the poison. It's the taunts. Oh. That's interesting. That's really interesting. So I can kill one of these taunts. I probably want to hit into the other one as well. So Bone Drake into hero power. Looks like my play. Alright, I'm still at 18. No Jades on board. He can hero power down this Bone Drake if he likes. There will be 2 3/6 taunts also from Nesoth. He still has a swipe left. Obviously has another ultimate infestation, so if he can go for Fandral, I think he has to be digging for Fandral here. That's the only thing that makes sense is that he's digging for Fandral. What else can he possibly be doing? He has played all the Jades except for the second idol now. Every single Jade except for the second idol has been played. I guess this is pretty much what I was looking for. I think I'll take the hit on the 8-8. Make it an 8-2. That will give me an easier time with Nesoth to gain value. Dragonite Operative. That's a fun card. But this turn has got to be the Nesoth turn. This has got to be the Nesoth turn. I get the Bone Drakes back, I get the Mounted Firearm, I get a couple of taunts. He has a swipe. He has a swipe, he has a Wrath.
Behold the rage of the Fireland.
And here comes the Fandral. That's the swipe, right? No, that's the Wrath. Well, in some very interesting times.
I'm out of cards.
So if that's going to be the Jade idol that he's shuffling. Gets a 9/9, that's like sweet. Oh, he armors up instead of going for the attack. That's interesting.
Death is eternal. My turn is
Now, of course, he can do both. No, what am I talking about? He has Fandral. So I need to kill the Fandral. The 9/9 can stay. Is Dragonite Operative a play? Or do I want to kill the 9/9? I mean, trade. I have 12 plus 8, I have 20 damage. I'm not far from killing him. That's the thing. Well, Dragonite Operative is going to get a Jade idol. That's almost worthless. Ah, now I know what to place. Place this one. Hit there. Play King Wash. Then kill the Fandral and hit 12 to the face. That was obviously the play. Because that one removed the Jade. So now he has one Jade idol in hand. Big deal. You can make a 10/10.
the web unravels.
Alright. So I need to push through. Hit face. Hit here, hit here, hit here, hit here. I guess I want the operative. I'm going to discover Jade idol, obviously, but alright. And this should be enough value to kill him. I mean, the 10/10 can push through a 6/9. Yeah, that's kind of sweet and stuff. But then what? Ooh, a Bone Mare. Bone Mare caught me by surprise. I admit that. But he's at 16. I still have enough.
I can
Yes.
rest now.
This deck has been working pretty well against Jade Druid, even though I do not have a Skulking Geist in it. Or control. I guess I have to assume it's control. Control is so much more popular right now. And control Warlock with Twisting Nether. Easy answer to Nezoth. Mountain Giants. Faceless Shamblers. Twilight Drakes. Druid King, has a priest stolen your deck yet? You mean with the Archbishop? Yeah, that has happened. The other way I've lost is that the priest uses a Crystalline Oracle and grabs a copy of Nezoth when also playing Nezoth himself. That's a pretty nasty way to lose to a priest. That's something I have also experimented with. There's the Mountain Giant. And I do not have a execute. So I guess I need to dig a little bit here. Okay. 8 cards in hand. Do I need to hit this one into the Mountain Giant? It goes down to 6. I kind of really need the execute. I guess keeping this alive is more valuable. How many cards? I have 8 cards. If he can deal damage twice, he can make me burn a card. I need to hit this so that I won't overdraw. Tomorrow I'm not going to overdraw. And I believe this hit is not going to the Mountain Giant. It's going to the face. And that sets up for another Whirlwind from Blood Razor. Now if he plays like Faceless Shambler, then I can Black Knight that, but these Mountain Giants can be nasty if you cannot find an answer. Like right now I have some trouble finding the answer. He could Siphon Soul the Ally Armorsmith. That's a little bit nasty. I think I might need to do it anyway. Let's see. If he ends up spending a Siphon Soul on this, he gains a bunch of tempo, but is it powerful enough? He doesn't commit more minions, so Brawl doesn't become very useful. But that was interesting. That's Earthen Ring Farseer, right? He's going to heal up the Mountain Giant. I have a couple of Brawls. What if the Mountain Giant wins? It's 1 in 3. That's 11, that's 12 damage. I could always just Brawl next turn. At 7, I still cannot play King Mosh. So if the Mountain Giant wins, I'm in a lot of trouble. We'll see. It's still 2 out of 3 for me to win the Brawl. Anything but the Mountain Giant is completely fine. Okay, 1 Brawl committed. I guess he's going to play Gul'dan as well though, so there's going to be more where that came from. And then there's going to be the Demon board. I need 1... Oh, he's playing this old bad list with the Dread Infernal. That's a terrible card. But fine if you like playing that.
What now?
My hand is full again, and I don't want to overdraw. I would love to coin King Mosh next turn, maybe. Maybe I don't. A little bit annoying. I do have the Nezoth here. Maybe I just have to spend a coin. I just need to spend the coin here on a hero power, just so I guarantee it that I don't overdraw. Now I have a minion that challenges the Dread Infernal. I don't believe it's actually going to hit the Dread Infernal. He's going to use a removal on this.
My eyes are open.
Well, now he cannot Siphon Soul it. He could Blast Crystal it.
It's playtime.
Oh, that's interesting. What does he have in mind? I guess I can execute the Dread Infernal now. I really don't know what he has in mind. I still have the Mosh available for later, so I guess we're just slamming here. Shield blocking a little bit. Not executing one of these. Hitting a bit here. I don't know what he's after right now. Now even a Shadow Bolt can kill the Bone Drake though. Maybe I've been trying to milk King Mosh value for too long. But Black Knight is handy here. I can still afford to wait. Guess that's 6 damage coming in. That's fine. I can even shield block again. Let's draw some more cards. And I guess Black Knighting the Lich King is one of the best uses for the card. Let's still hold on to the Whirlwind effect for a while. He hasn't had enough demons to play Gul'dan yet. This is interesting. Oh, just Drain Souling. Right. I don't really mind that. Okay, well that is a little bit annoying. I guess that means I will need to kill these minions. And in order to kill the Tainted Zealot, I would have to hit it. I will go down to 14. And then I could King Mosh his board. I still have one brawl remaining. Or I could brawl this board. There are a bunch of bad outcomes. Fine, I'll King Mosh. I should be safe at 14. Let's King Mosh those away. He hasn't used any of his hard removal, so he can probably just play like Siphon Soul on the King Mosh and drop something like a Twilight Drake. So this is not over. Not over by any means. Okay. What else? Oh, Shadow Bolt and then the 2 damage spell, the Drain Soul. Yeah. Alright, that works. That worked out nicely. That's 4. Does he have 10 from hand? That's very unlikely. I'd love to develop more things than just one, but it's pretty difficult. I mean, I could slam and War Axe down the Dreadlord. I will go down to 10. Then I can also play Bone Drake. But if he plays Gul'dan, is he just going to be able to kill me with the hero power? We'll see about that. I'll just War Axe this one down. I'll play the Bone Drake. I could have also played an Alianus, but I guess this is fine. If he plays Gul'dan, he gets 2 Void Walkers, a 6/6 and the 4/5. Alright. That's a little bit scary. If he has Gul'dan, that is a little bit scary right now. So no Gul'dan this turn yet. That's good. That's very good. I'm a little bit too low on health. I'm not comfortable. I've also used both shield blocks already. And he hasn't used any of his hard removal. So Ali Armorsmith is not guaranteed to be able to heal me in any way. This can be a setup for Gul'dan play. But I think I need to take this trade anyway. If I play N'Zoth, No, I won't use the Bone Drakes. Yeah, I think I need to take the trade. That's some expensive dragons. I play Deathwing Dragon Lord. He plays Gul'dan. Interesting things. I play Brawl. Deathwing dies and brings out Nostormu. Let's try. Let's try with Deathwing Dragon Lord. If he doesn't have a silence effect, it can pull out the Nostormu if he kills it. Just a Mountain Giant. Alright. I'm cool with him having a Mountain Giant there. So I will kill the Mountain Giant. I will play a couple of Death Rattle minions in preparation of a potential Nesot turn. So if he kills these, then a Storm comes out. What if he plays Gul'dan here? He gets 2 Dreadlords. They deal 2 damage to each. That's an Abyssal Enforcer play. Yeah, that was always going to be an Abyssal Enforcer play. And then we're going to go for a... like a deal... not quite enough. Almost enough. Okay, so now he needs the Twisting Nether. If he has the Twisting Nether, he's fine. I'll get 2 cards into hand, so I will not overdraw. Alright. That's not a Twisting Nether. But that's not enough. Alright. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.